This is my video on the Comanche. The Comanche lived in the Central Plains area in Texas. They now live on a reservation in Oklahoma. They lived in teepees, like most Plains Indians, and they were nomadic, which means they moved a lot. They often used horses to travel, but sometimes walked on foot. This is where they lived and traveled in Texas. They carried their stuff in travois, A-shaped wooden frames made from the poles of a teepee, after they went down the teepee, that is. The Comanche wore fancy European clothes that they stole. They were also good thieves. Since they were such good fighters, they had a lot of weapons. They used weapons like spears, bows, and knives. They also used axes to chop down trees. They used their knives to cut branches and prepare food as well. The Comanche really are an interesting tribe. This is the daily routine of a Comanche. We all woke up at around 7 o'clock. The men had returned with the breakfast, berries, a bit of rabbit, and my favorite, pigs. We ate by the glowing embers of what was our main fire, and when we finished, we began packing up our things. Since we moved a lot, I had gotten used to it long ago, so I helped my mother take down our teepee. When we were done, we hiked off into the wilderness. After a little while, my legs started to get tired, so my father let me ride on the horse with him. We stopped at lunchtime and set up our teepees. The men had gone out to get lunch. Some women prepared the big fire while my mother tended my baby sister. The men returned, and we had a big lunch to get our strength back. Before lunch, though, we said our prayers to the gods to stay safe. After we ate, we did our chores. I cleaned the teepee, my brother kept the teepee fire going, and my sister slept. While we finished our chores, we had a little bit of time to ourselves. A lot of kids played in a nearby field, while some others stayed in their teepees and rested. A few hours later, my father called us over for supper. We went into the central fire, said our prayers, and ate. After dinner, we went to the teepees and prepared for bed. This is the personal narrative of a Comanche. I'm a Comanche warrior. I'm one of the survivors of the Council House fight in San Antonio. It was one of the most fierce battles that we had ever fought. We approached the fort in large numbers. We carried torches to let the Europeans know we were there. When we approached, the Europeans sent out many soldiers to protect their fort. A fierce battle engaged. Many Comanche warriors and Europeans were killed. Finally, the Europeans raised the white flag. They had surrendered. When we approached to take our captives, the Europeans opened fire. Almost all of the remaining warriors were killed. I had seen the Europeans loading their guns, so when they began firing, I dropped to the ground along with a few others. The Europeans were still firing, so while they were distracted, we took a chance to sneak away. I will be telling this story to my children, and they will pass it on through the generations to come. That is the end.